Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha if you're new here, and I talk about rescuing things to resell online for a profit. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. It helps me a ton, but I'll be putting out all kinds of content to help you guys as well. So today is going to be another unboxing, but it's with a different company that I chose to try out just to see if I was satisfied with their products as well. I know electronics tend to do really well, so I really wanted to try buying from a company that resold, in bulk electronics. It was Midwest Tennessee smaller lots, and I guess I will get started to show you whether I was happy or not happy. And I separated them into two. Over here, this is the stuff that I actually can resell. Over here, this is the stuff that I cannot resell. So it just kind of shows you that, yeah, there's going to be some flaws in this box. And I will get started with what I'm actually going to be able to make some money on. They were shipped in boxes like this. So 2 boxes like that. So they stuffed it full of items and it was manifested. So I will add afterwards what the manifest had said and the prices they had put on it as well. So let me go ahead and get started for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm going to go through the items again that I'm going to be able to resell that were in working condition or not, too dirty to not be able to resell or clean up and resell. I will be looking at my iPad at sometimes just so I can give you guys what they price the item at and then kind of tell you what I'm going to price the item at after looking up the comps and stuff. Okay, so first is this Harry and Josh. Is it Harry and Josh? Yeah, Harry Josh Pro Tools hair dryer. Now, I was thinking, oh gosh, a hair dryer, it's not that much. But online, they listed it as $353. I looked it up, and that is pretty close to market value. So I went ahead and listed it for $325. I checked it. It is new. It's still in the packaging inside of this little sleeve. So I opened it up, made sure everything was in it and that it looked new. Plugged it in. It worked. So there's no scratches. It's still in the original sleeve and stuff. So I did price it at $325 and free shipping. So obviously I know that's high, but I'm going to be getting offers. So I'm going to start high and then go lower because the shipping on this guy is probably going to be, $7 to $10. Next is this Volume Rudy root lifter. And I was thinking it looked like it was a cheap box. It didn't look like it was very expensive, but online they had listed it as, let's see, $118, and this is actually pretty close to the comps online. So I listed it at $115. It actually sold within the first day, so that was pretty exciting, but I sold it for $85 less all the fees. I'm going to be making $68 on this guy, so it will be shipped out today. So there's a little bit of my money back. Next is this Waterpik water flosser. And this isn't like a really expensive one. They had it listed, let's see, $81. And honestly, after looking it up online, they had it priced pretty high on there. Online, the comps were about $60. So I had priced it at $40 and free shipping, and then I ended up selling it for $30. So I will be making $25 on this guy. I opened it up and checked it out, plugged it in as well. But unfortunately, since the seals have been broken, you can't really sell it as new. It's got to be like new, open box. So this will be getting shipped out today as well. So there's almost $100 back, thankfully, because once I get to the other portion of items that I'm not going to be able to resell, it's probably going to deter you from buying from this company. But next is this trail camera. It's just like a hunter's, or not even a hunter. You can just want to see wildlife at night or whatever. It'll take pictures for you and store it. And then you just go get the camera and check it out. Let me see what they had priced this guy at. Okay, so they had this guy priced at $58.70, and that's about what comps were for a new item. This had been opened and clearly opened because the box is completely damaged, and it's been retaped with just regular store tape. But thankfully, it's still in some of the plastic. It does not look used at all. There's no scratches or anything. So I ended up listing this guy at $40 and free shipping. It has not sold yet. Next is 3M WorkTunes Bluetooth just headphones, noise canceling headphones, and they had these priced at, let me see. I'm going between two manifests because this was actually two smaller lots that I had purchased. Okay, here we go. $50. Looking it up, that's about what comps were. So I priced these at $35, and then I added the shipping on top of that. So I'm probably going to end up getting about $30 for these. They are new, but the box is like pretty damaged and it's not in the original packaging inside. So can't really list it as new since it is open box. And that has not sold yet either. Okay, next is a pair of inline skates. So this box was sealed. Let me see if I can get it open here. It was sealed, but I did end up opening it just to check again. These are little kid skates, and they had them priced at okay, there we go. $65.99. So I did go on the higher end for these ones because I am trying to make my money back. I priced them at $65 and free shipping. Now, why I priced them right at the asking of the comparables is because I am including free shipping, and a box this large and this heavy is probably going to cost me about $10 to ship. So that is why I priced them at $65 to start with. And obviously if I get less, that's okay, but I want to start high and get those offers so that I don't lose out on money. Too much money at least. Okay, next is a router. It is a Netgear Nighthawk AC 1900. And this was all in its original packaging. We actually are going to probably keep it for ourselves, so we opened it to try it out and connect it. But it was all in the original plastic, sealed and everything. So this one on their site is going for $170.65. And after looking up comparables, that's about the price that it is going for online new. So if I were to list it, I would list it about $135 and then add the shipping on top. So like I would say $145 free shipping. But I'm going to wait and see if we want it first. And then I'll have to list it as open box, obviously, if I do resell it, since we did open it and take it out the plastic. But that's okay. It should still do pretty well. All right, next is a money counting machine. So we looked this up online and we got excited because some money machines were actually going for like $1,000, and then we kept scrolling, and this exact one is only going for $100 online. But let's see what they actually priced it at. $100, so $97.86. So again, we're gonna check it just to make sure it is counting the money right. I haven't gotten to listen this guy yet because we do want to check it just to make sure it works. And if it does work, I'm probably gonna price it on the high end again, probably like $90 to $100, and then do free shipping. It is pretty heavy, so I'm gonna start high. And then a pair of Wall Pro Series dog hair clippers. And these were priced at $52.42. This is about what they go for new. these did sell for me. I sold them for 20 bucks and then they paid for shipping. So I will make $18 after all the fees. These will be shipped out today also. So I've made just a little over $100 of my money back so far. Quite a bit to go though. All right, next is a Cordy, just a vacuum, little robot vacuum. And they had this guy priced $252.67. And this was what it was going for new. So I did price it at the higher end as well. I think about $190. And then I made them pay for shipping since it is going to probably cost about 10 bucks to ship, maybe even more because it is pretty heavy. So that is everything that I'm going to be able to make money off of. Let me get started on the stuff that I'm not going to be able to make money off of. And I will show you screenshots of pictures that I actually sent to the company, letting them know, like, you said these were just returns, which would be in new condition or returned condition, returned new condition. And they definitely were not. And it's kind of upsetting because some of them were in clear packages, meaning they actually put it in a clear package so they could see that the item was damaged as they were putting it in the box because they put it in a clear plastic wrap before putting it in the box. But they're like, oh, it's untested. Okay, I get that you didn't plug it in to test it and make sure it works. And there's a couple items that looked like they were new and I could understand that. But a lot of these items, it was just like, you could clearly see that these were not in new shape or in good returned condition. So for you to put it in a box and say, oh, it's worth this much money is kind of crappy. So I'm going to go ahead and get to those items and share what's wrong with them. And then I can share what they actually priced the item at on the manifest. Okay, so this is one of those that looks new. It's a Unbound Beauty in Motion. When you plug it in, it does turn on, but it doesn't keep a charge. So after you unplug it, you can't even turn the item on. It just looks completely dead. So I may be able to list this for parts. I'm just not sure. They had this guy priced at, let's see, Unbound Beauty in Motion. Right there. They had it priced at $83.77. So maybe somebody will be able to use it for parts, but I'll have to see on that one. It may be not even worth my time to list. Okay, so this is one that was in a clear plastic bag that they clearly put it in. You can see that it's been used. You can see the little line there, but this is broken. And then when you turn it over, there's a black mold all inside of it. And it was really upsetting because it was like they clearly could see that it was used and that it was broken and had mold growing, but they still put it in a clear plastic bag and put it on there like it was worth something. So this guy is listed, let's see, the Brita, listed for $56.62. I am not reselling that. It is A, way too used, and B, it has mold all up in it. I don't feel comfortable cleaning it and giving it to somebody else because what if they get sick from it or whatever? So that's just going to be a trash item. And then here's the clear plastic that they actually had put it in to ship, you know, in the smaller lots. So they could clearly see that there was stuff wrong with them. And this is the other one that I had gotten. The lid is broken. And you can clearly see there's some kind of like sticky material all over it. So again, I'm not going to be selling this to anybody for the fact that it's broken, but also that it looks just gross. I don't think it's going to be cleanable. And they priced this guy at $55.62. Right? Yeah, $55.62. So that's, again, another item I'm just going to be losing money on because I am not going to be reselling that. Then you have this, this net gear, which was looking promising when it was in the bag. But again, it's in that clear wrap that they put it in. So you clearly can see all the parts are not there. And it looked like, okay, this might work. But then you see that there's paint. There's paint on the item. There's paint on this side. It didn't come in clear wrap. There's only 2 of these antennas and there should be 3. So it's missing parts. It was clearly used and then returned. And when you're putting it in the plastic, they could have saw this and that it didn't have all the parts, but they still put it in there and sold it to me. So I am very upset about that. I may be able to sell that one still because somebody may need the router and they have the antennas already. So I may be able to get some of my money back on that one. But they priced this guy at, this was actually the higher priced router too. It was priced at, well, I guess it was about the same as the other one, $160.56. So that kind of bumped up the manifest and how much it looked like I could make. And it was very upsetting because clearly it's damaged. It's not usable. Okay, so this one is an endoscope. So you can hook it up to your smartphone or whatever. And the only thing that was wrong with this one is it's missing the AC power adapter, so to charge it basically. So I don't know. I may be able to still resell this one if I can just find like a USB charger for it. Okay, now this Andy's pet clippers, or no, it's just regular clippers. Look how gross that looks. There's like all kinds of hair in it. There's all kinds of hair over the box, and the box actually was not completely sealed. So you could tell, like, this is not usable. I mean, at least as new. So that's another one. This one was looking promising because, you know, the remote is in the plastic. It looks good. But again, they put it just in this plastic wrap that they've been shipping items in. And look at that. Scratched all to heck, dinged. That's probably not going to work, or nobody's going to want to put that in their vehicle. They're going to want to get something newer. And the fact that they actually had to put it in this plastic wrap means they could see that. Yes, I get that some of the items may be still sealed in the box and you don't know if it has all the parts or you don't know if it has the charger. But you had to put it physically in this bag so you could see that. That's not usable. And that was one of the higher priced items that we had in this. It was priced at $259 and it is just not usable at all. Maybe I could list it for parts and then just show that it is scratched up so you can't really use the screen. Maybe they can use the console part of it. I don't know. But I don't think it's usable like that. Okay, this box. And they do state that the boxes probably are damaged and stuff. Yeah, this box was beat all to heck. But when you get it out, you can see that it had been used. It is a reptile mister. Because there's like a ring around the bottom there. But this guy doesn't even turn on. So I can understand that they didn't plug it in to test it. That's understandable. This one might have gotten through the cracks. But some of these other items, the fact that they had to put it in a clear plastic bag and could see the flaw, it was just like, you can see those were damaged. That one wasn't worth as much. Okay, so they had this one priced at like $48. So again, I'm going to be missing out on that. That's okay. All right, this is also put in the plastic wrap that they have. I have not tested it to see if it works, but it definitely looks very janky and used like this. The solar light is just hanging off of the solar panel. So again, well, I guess we'll have to still test this one. I'm not even sure what it is on this list. I was just really surprised they sent it like that. Let's see. All right, so I guess this item just wasn't on the list, so I'm not really for sure what it is. So they just threw that one in for free, I guess, considering they knew that a lot of it was damaged and broken. Okay, this one is also damaged. This piece was taken off of it. It is just a Cedarburg adjustable safety splash shield No idea what that is, but it's $66.71. But this part is damaged that connects it together, so I can't even use it. But maybe it'll be sold as parts. Maybe somebody just needs this sheet. They busted their sheet or something like that. So, and then we have this. It was shipped inside of this box. And then inside of the box was another box. And then this motor was inside. I believe it's on the other manifest. Yes. So it's called a DB Electrical Power Tilt Trim Motor for Mercury. And it's listed for $97.86. So this is how it came. You can see how dirty it is. They reboxed it. You could tell because there's no way to tell what the item is on the outside. There's literally no descriptor of the item. So in order for them to be able to manifest it, they had to know what was inside. And at first I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, it's dusty, I could still sell it. But then I noticed that there's broken pieces inside the box. So this is just way too damaged. I mean, I can list it as is, but someone's not gonna wanna buy that, not knowing if it works, and I have no way to test this. So that was everything. And as you can see, I had way less items I'm going to be able to make my money back than items that were damaged, unrepairable. I mean, and a lot of them was in the clear plastic wrap like I had mentioned. So they could tell that this item was completely damaged before packaging it up and reselling it to me. So it's very upsetting, especially for the price that I had paid. On the items that I have listed, I'm barely going to make my money back, and that's after everything sells, if it does sell. So I will never buy from this company again, and I suggest you guys either buy super low if you can, or just stay away from this company altogether. It is quite upsetting because I did reach out to them and I did show them the screenshots that I had showed you that, you know, these look really damaged. It doesn't look like they were just good returns. So whoever packaged this could see that. And the fact that they said there's nothing they can do about it. It's literally listed on their site that there's nothing they can do about it. Even though it also is listed that these items were in new or new return condition. And that's not a lot of these items. And I get that maybe the ones that are in the box and you didn't open the box to see if it looks new, but what about the ones you put in the plastic wrap that you could clearly see had mold on them or were broken, or the FM stereo that had a huge scratch on it? So since they weren't, you know, willing to work with me and figure something out to compensate, considering over half the items were damaged in 2 boxes, I'm never buying from them again, and I would suggest that you guys don't either. So I do feel like I got scammed a little bit, especially for the price that I had paid. But again, that's kind of what you get when you're trying a new company out. You can gamble and you either find a great company to work with, or, you know, this happens and you feel like you want to scream because it's like, this was my money and now I'm going to make no money and I have to put in all the work just to barely make my money back. But hey, that's okay. I do have other companies that I'm buying in bulk from, and I'm going to be sticking with them for sure because they work with you if there's some items in there that are not as described. So don't forget, guys, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment below and tell me what your thoughts were. And if you've ever tried this company out, maybe you had some luck, let me know down below also. And I just appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I got to get to shipping. So, bye, guys.